Hi everyone and welcome. So this presentation is to talk you through what you're going to do either individually or in your group project. So first of all, I'd like you to choose a biome each, and that biome can be either a terrestrial biome or an aquatic biome. So terrestrial, remember, means on land, and aquatic means of water. So choose one you're interested in. Next of all, can you tell us what the biotic and abiotic factors are in your biome? So biotic means living things and abiotic, the non-living things. Biotic factors include the animals, the plants, the microbes in the soil, anything that's living. Whereas abiotic are factors such as temperature, pH, climate, humidity, soil, and so on. You can also say how they both interact with each other. The next task is to talk about the habitat, species, and genetic diversity in your biome. So habitat diversity is the number and range of different habitats. The habitats may vary at different points of the year, or they might vary in different spaces, in microhabitats at the same time. Species diversity is the number of different species in your habitat or biome, and how not only the number of different species vary, but how many there are of each. Genetic diversity refers to the differences or variation between individuals. Next, I'd like you to draw a pyramid of number for your habitat. Literally, the numbers might be large at the bottom of the pyramid with the producers and decrease as you go up, which is the most typical, but you can get the opposite. For example, you may have a tree that manages to have a lot of birds living off of it, and on those birds, many parasites, and on those large parasites, smaller parasites. So have a go at drawing a pyramid of number, followed by a pyramid of biomass. And again, they can be either upwards or downwards. And this time, biomass means the weight or mass of each individual, but actually each of those individuals added up. So all of the producers all together, what is their mass, and so on. So you might have a normal shaped pyramid or an inverted. Next task, what are the keystone species in your biome? This is a wolf from Yellowstone National Park. If we took out this key species, all of the other species and habitat would be affected. So the animals it eats on and the runoff into the river, how many herbivores survive, and so on. So think about what your keystone species are in your biome and how would your biome be affected if they were taken out. What are some of the natural cycles happening in your biome? Can you be specific? Can you talk about how the carbon is cycled, and maybe you want to talk about the nitrogen or the water? And lastly, what conservation efforts are going into your biome? Is there any conservation that's happening in situ, which means actually where the habitat or biome is, to preserve or conserve the animals and plants where they're actually living? Or are there any ex situ conservation efforts put into place, such as looking after the animals in zoos or aquariums, or have their DNA been taken to store in DNA banks? So these are the topics I'd like you to focus on, and I'm looking forward to your presentations, and see you next